Here we are again, just months after Samsung launched its Galaxy S24 series, and rumors about the next flagship, the Galaxy S26, are already everywhere. But it's not just about what new features the phone might have. What people are really curious about is when it'll come out. Some are saying Samsung might launch it early to beat Apple's iPhone 17. But honestly, that would be a big mistake. Let's look at Samsung's recent launch dates. The Galaxy S25 is expected to be announced on January 22 and hit stores by February 3. The S24 was revealed on January 17 and launched a week later. The Galaxy S23 was announced on February 1 and released on February 17. And before that, the S22, S21, and S20 all had their own slightly different release schedules. See a pattern? No? Exactly. There isn't one. Samsung's flagships usually arrive around January or February, depending on when the phones are ready. And that's the key point. Samsung launches phones when they're fully prepared, not just to compete with other brands. If we've learned anything from the past, it's that rushing a phone out before it's truly ready is risky. Remember the Galaxy Note 7 disaster back in 2016. That phone was rushed and it didn't end well. Since then, Samsung has been much more careful. The Galaxy S25 Edge showed that Samsung can make smart, steady decisions, and that same thinking should be applied to the S26 series too. In fact, delaying the Galaxy S26 lineup might actually be a good thing. It would give Samsung time to fix bugs, test features properly, and make sure everything works smoothly. If they need a few extra weeks or even a month, it's better to wait than to release a phone with problems. Nobody wins when a product feels rushed. Now let's talk about the iPhone 17. Every year we hear the same story. Samsung might launch early to beat Apple, but look at history. The Galaxy S25 Ultra came out months after the iPhone 16 Pro Max, and Samsung still did fine. The S26 Ultra will probably follow the same schedule, and that's perfectly okay. Samsung doesn't need to chase Apple's release dates. Both companies are facing challenges right now. Phone sales aren't as strong as they used to be for either brand. That's why it's even more important for Samsung to focus on making the best phone possible, not just rushing to be first. And let's not forget, Samsung already has a lot going on. The One UI 7 update hasn't been perfect, with users reporting bugs and glitches. Plus, Samsung's foldable phones are getting more attention, and those devices need extra time for testing and software improvements. Rushing the Galaxy S26 into all would be asking for trouble. So what's the smart move? Samsung should stick to its usual launch window, January or February 2026. It might not sound exciting, but it's the safest and smartest choice. Beating the iPhone 17 by a month won't mean anything if the phone isn't finished. This isn't about keeping up with Apple. It's about making a great product, and great products take time. So if you hear rumors about a December 2025 Galaxy S26 launch, don't believe them just yet. Samsung knows what it's doing. If waiting a little longer means a better phone, then it's worth it. Because in the end, it's not about being first. It's about being the best.